All right, let's quickly cut across to the big event, the Rising India, that of course has commenced in Bharat Mandapam. It's a 2 days event. It's going to be a massive event. You'll have a presence of people from different walks of life participating, sharing their ideas and thoughts. Let's quickly cut across to Aman Sharma, who's there, who will bring us all the live actions from there in Bharat Mandapam. Yes, Aman, take it away.
Well, yes, Arun, today is the big day, the Rising Bharat Summit happening here very much in Bharat Mandapam, and we have a galaxy of political leaders, leading personalities from Bollywood, from other fields, all are going to be here. This is the headquarters today in Bharat Mandapam, where the Rising Bharat Summit will be held, and of course the big attraction is going to be the Prime Minister of the country, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who just a few hours back has landed back from Israel, from his historic trip to Israel, where he addressed the Israeli parliament, Knesset, and had bilateral talks with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is arriving here right after his Israel visit. The Prime Minister is going to be here today evening at around 8 p.m. That is going to be the big highlight. We also have top ministers, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav, Mr. Piyush Goyal, Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia. All of them will be speaking at the Rising Bharat Summit today in the various sessions. And as you know, the theme this time is spotlighting Bharat's rise, driven by the strength within. So the strength within of our country, of our democracy, is what is going to be showcased this time at the Rising Bharat Summit. The Prime Minister is going to give a big address in the evening today. It could be filled with many news points, because these are very interesting times in news as well. Mr. Piyush Goyal, who's been at the center of the India-US trade talks, is also going to be here very shortly. Very important address. He met the US Commerce Secretary yesterday in Delhi along with the US Ambassador, so that is also going to be very significant. And Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia, who's also the Minister for Telecommunications, Minister for the Department of Northeastern Region, is going to be here. And of course, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav, who heads a number of important ministries. He heads the IT Ministry, he heads the Railways Ministry, India's development journey through the railways, Vande Bharat and other modern things that we are speaking about in railways. All of them are going to be here. And I'm also joined by my colleagues here, who have been here since morning. Payal Mehta and Pallavi Ghosh, both are here with us at the Rising Bharat Summit in Bharat Mandapam. So Payal, what will be the big attraction for you today at the Rising Bharat Summit?
Look, there's no doubt whatsoever that the whole nation is going to wait and see what Prime Minister Narendra Modi says. This is going to be his first big, appearance at an event like this, where he'll speak about his mind probably on, what the US a trade deal means for India, what it means for the future as well. And just about day before yesterday, Aman, he's in fact told his cabinet colleagues that, you have to come up with a list of reforms that you've done from 2024 onwards. And we need to tell the country what you've really done. So he's asked them to put it out in a format and put it out. But undoubtedly, one of those important stories is the strength within. That is something which Jyotiraditya Scindia and Ashwini Vaishnav definitely will want to articulate. Who would have thought that India will be able to get 5G and 6G technology? Who would have thought we would hold the AI summit, which has been spoken about across the entire globe?
Absolutely. The Rising Bharat Summit is also coming right after the AI summit, which has been a big success. And Pallavi, Mr. Piyush Goyal is going to be here shortly. Yesterday met the US Commerce Secretary as well. A lot of news points expected from Mr. Piyush Goyal's speech.
It's his first interaction publicly with the media after that picture we saw of him with the US Commerce Secretary and the Ambassador. So will he give us the first news break over here on CNN News 18 and Network 18 on what really was the reason behind those broad smiles? But on a serious note, the Indo-US trade deal is something which all of us are closely watching. What is Trump going to do? How is India going to respond to it? What kind of negotiations will begin? So I think I'm expecting a lot of news points coming in from the Commerce Minister's interaction with us.
And that is going to be shortly coming. Mr. Piyush Goyal will be here. Ashwini Vaishnav also, Payal, a big performer in this government. We have seen him, performing in various ministries that he's heading. His address, I think, would also be very significant today.
Well, absolutely. Ashwini Vaishnav has gotten onto the Reform Express as well. He said that railways will be undertaking 52 reforms in 52 weeks. But look at the way in which railways have made leaps and bounds of progress. Now we have the semi-high-speed bullet train. We have basically, the Vande Bharat sleeper train, Vande Bharat network across the entire country as well. That is one story that he will want to tell people. And what is happening in terms of a semiconductor, a focus, a semiconductor mission. Ashwini Vaishnav travels all over the place. He's a technocrat by himself and he understands a lot of details. So will he give in that, when will we have that bullet train which will run probably at 250 kilometers per speed? That is one big focus, of course.
And not just politicians, rising, big people from Bollywood are also going to be here. There's going to be Anil Kapoor.
Yes,
there's going to be
Ageless star. Ageless star. Anil Kapoor is just age reversing.
And Yami Gautam, in fact, somebody who's been risen up in a big way. Her movies have been acclaimed. Or are you interested in speaking to Yami Gautam?
Yeah, Herc. I mean, we've all watched it. I mean, what an amazing performance. But then, you know, like, she comes in from a background which is seen as not being entitled, no godfather, no big backing. But she has just shown once again and again and again that if you're a good performer, no one can really stop you, even in Bollywood.
Yami Gautam has a story to say that you can come in from a small town, but you can still make it big. You know, gone are the days that when you came in from big families or came in from big dynastic backgrounds as well. And what an amazing performer. I want to find out from her what is her role going to be in Dhurandhar 2.
Yes, exactly. And of course, watch out also for film star and MP, Kangana Ranaut. And I think she always gives you a headline.
She's never out of news. And everybody in the network will be certainly feeling jealous of the person who gets to interview her on this platform.
Kangana Ranaut has also never minced her words in parliament. You know, she comes out and she expresses the view on everything.
And let's remember her style statement. She is the one who catches a lot of eyeballs on social media when she walks into parliament. You know, our government, and forget the government, we all talk a lot about how Indian dress code, Indian clothes, saris. She's redefined the entire concept to me as someone who doesn't wear sari much. But watching her wear that style statement, I think she's also redefined this entire idea that why should politicians not look good. I think she also kind of believes and puts forward that point that, you know, we're supposed to look good. We carry a cult of a culture. I always see her wearing most of the time that Himachali topi, which is obviously she's a member of parliament from Mandi. She carries a Manali Kulu topi and all that with her. So these are very important nuances and that aspect of Kangana Ranaut. Queen of fashion, I think.
So it will be,
One other aspect that people need to know about Kangana Ranaut, she's got her attendance is 100%. She's there in parliament all the time, listens to discussion, listens to debates, participates in there. Of course, she will be irking a lot of people in the opposition. But her application in terms of what we expect from stars becoming MPs is certainly, a break from what we see in the normal, because stars are considered to be non-serious politicians.
It's going to be a power-packed day here at the Rising Bharat Summit. As Pallavi and Payal were explaining, all the top voices are going to be here, the top ministers, and of course, the Prime Minister in the evening. We look forward to that address by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his first one, in a way, after the big AI summit and his visit to Israel. And the Prime Minister always gives us big headlines, and we are hoping for the same today evening when the Prime Minister is here at the Rising Bharat Summit to explain the strength within.
That's right. It's going to be fascinating 2 days here on CNN News 18 with the Rising Bharat. Aman, if you can tell us about the theme of this time's the Rising Bharat, which is strength within. How that in fact is inculcating in the governance and that you see around. And also if you can bring us more of our colleagues who are there, what they are witnessing, if you can show around what exactly is happening before the beginning or the commencement of this iconic event.
Well, yes, Arun, the theme this time, as you say, spotlighting Bharat's rise driven by the strength within. So a lot of focus is on the strength within of India. You know, the Prime Minister has been speaking about the same from various forums, about Atmanirbharta, about being self-sufficient. And we are just awaiting the arrival of our first guest. We are here at the main gate and our first guest would soon be arriving here, and we are awaiting that. But, you know, India has been on this path of Atmanirbharta ever since, you know, those earlier US tariffs of 50% had kicked in, which is now, of course, down to 18%. But at that time, the Prime Minister had given a clarion call. He said that from the Red Fort as well, that we need to be Atmanirbhar. We need to realize what the strength of ours within is. And that is now the theme of our summit as well, to celebrate Bharat, you know, to celebrate our strengths, our local, talent, our own production, our own manufacturing, our own vision. And, you know, that is what I would say all the top ministers who are coming, Ashwini Vaishnav, you know, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Mr. Piyush Goyal, they've also all three have been champions of self-sufficiency, Atmanirbharta. We could see that maybe when they speak and interact at the Rising Bharat Summit. But of course, the Prime Minister has been leading the way on this, and Prime Minister has been speaking a lot about this, that, you know, we need to be Atmanirbhar. And that is why I think the theme that the strength within has been chosen by us at the Rising Bharat Summit this time. Also, the Prime Minister being in Israel just before, the Prime Minister just landed a few hours back from Israel. So I think that's a very historical trip that the Prime Minister took to Israel, especially what he spoke there. What he says beyond that today at our summit is going to be very, very interesting. This is also coming just after the AI summit, where you saw this protest by the Congress party, and you saw the Prime Minister tearing into the Congress party in a political government event rather, a few days back, when he said that Congress was practicing obscene politics. Will the Prime Minister weigh in on that politics of Rahul Gandhi, where, this aggression in the Congress has descended, what the Prime Minister says, into obscene politics? It will be very interesting. That political attack will also come against the Congress party from the forum of Rising Bharat, because the Prime Minister is always known to express his vision for the country, but also not forget how to attack his political opponents who are, in a way, running down India, that the Prime Minister has been running down India's image. So that would also be something that we will watch out for. We are just awaiting, as I said, the arrival of our first guest. We are here at the main gate of the Bharat Mandapam. In a short while, you will see the galaxy of political leaders, Bollywood personalities, sporting personalities. Saina Nehwal is expected to be here later today. She will also be speaking. India's former badminton champion is also going to be here. So we are seeing a galaxy of people coming here to express their thoughts on Rising Bharat, the strength within.
And people from public policy, defense strategy, economic, entertainment, all these people will be there lining up in the Bharat Mandapam for that special event that we are doing, Rising Bharat. Aman, if you can just talk about the news points that we can expect from especially the likes of Piyush Goyal, because he has been in the thick of the things with the United States in the discussion of the trade deal. And also, of course, as you also highlighted, Ashwani Vaishnav, who was the main man for the IT summit. So AI summit rather. What are you expecting from these two sessions? What are the news points that we can actually get?
Well, Arun, see, when it comes to Mr. Piyush Goyal, as Pallavi a short while ago was explaining to us, that it is going to be a big, big thing, because the Piyush Goyal has just yesterday met the US Commerce Secretary, Mr. Lutnick, who was in India. It was a surprise that Mr. Lutnick was here, and we were also surprised to see that picture being put out by Piyush Goyal. So, Pallavi, would you see that there would be a big headline coming from Piyush Goyal's address about what was all about the meeting yesterday?
Well, I certainly hope so, Aman, because we've been trying to get some andar ki khabar about what that smile was all about, and I think in a short while from now, the Commerce Minister is going to be here. I'm sure we're going to be